Hello. Good afternoon, all my dear followers of Power of Education YouTube channel. Welcome back again. I come back today with a new tutorial. As always, it is our previous in our previous topic. We tried to see to answer the questions of a lot of peoples, especially in terms of where we can get the new ETO shapefile data, totally GIS data and the like. From my video, I hope most of you have got the answer, even though a lot of peoples were still asking me about that data, and I'm ready to send those data for you. When you send me your email under the YouTube of the comment line, please, I still appreciate you. I still encourage you to communicate with me to get such update data. In our tutorial, I prepared this tutorial or this session based on your questions, especially a lot of my customers on YouTube asked me about the basic question. It is really basic questions. It is totally has 3 parts: field survey data and the GIS, how to generate, how to add, how to export field survey, how to how to add topo data or field survey data to GIS, or how to generate topo data or a data collected from the field. It's maybe road data, it's maybe building data, whatever type of data collected by surveyors during data collection. Then those data were collected totally and saved on Microsoft Excel. Then how we can add or generate this field data or topo data to the GIS is your main question. So I am here today to answer this question. So here, for example, this is topo data. This is topo data. Topo data is known by 3 values: northing or Y, easting or X, and elevation value. Coordinate data, another name. Topo data or field survey data is about coordinate data, which has X value, Y value, and Z value, including the class name or the feature name. So even though this is the full data of field survey data or topo data, but it's not recommended to add these all things to the GIS. Even the GIS software can't accept these all things except the X and Y data value only. So how we can separate, how we can send XY topo data only to the GIS is the main question. That is what I am going to answer, and we will going to add. So here is the field survey data or topo data. First of all, as already we collected topo data or survey field data, then the data is generated on the Microsoft Excel as northing, easting, elevation, and the remark or feature name. So this is the total data, but GIS needs only X and Y data from this old data. So how we can save first the data which we will going to generate to the GIS is the main question. So first we have this data, such data. So I am going to save this again, the X and the Y data only, which is recommended to add on the GIS. So let me add some data here. First, I select both northing and easting data only. Here. This is, for example, my field data of X value and Y value, or northing and easting value of coordinates value. So I'm going to save this first. File, save as. For example, on desktop, here I saved this data as field data. Look, field data 1, because field data were saved. A lot of field data were saved before, so I wanted to identify this data. So field data. The main question here is the way we can save, which is the main question. That is here, save as type. GIS data is different from other data when we have to careful when we add GIS data for a GIS. When we save field data or topo data for GIS, it has this own save as type, which is called CSV, command delimited. Among a lot of saving type, we have to select for GIS, which we will going to add to the GIS should be saved as CSV command delimited. So I select it, then I said save. I said save. Yes. Look, my GIS or my topo data or my field survey data is already saved as CSV command delimited. Let me I open my GIS. So how I can generate this field data to the GIS is the main question of some of you. So follow me. Here in the process of adding data on a GIS, we can add data in two ways. The first one is here. Simply look the plus sign. When I click on the plus sign, that means add data. Look, it says add data. I can select from these all things my data. But in case of XY data to generate on the GIS, here is file, then add data, then go to add XY data. That is the reason why we save field data or topo data by taking only X and the Y value, or the coordinates of X and the Y, or north and the east value of the total topo data. Here it says add X and Y data. So click here, then I'm going to add my data. My data is field data. My data is, for example, field data 1, which is maybe the stadium data. Here, for example, add. I said add. Here, the next step, which is very important, is here it says X field, Y field, Z field. It says X field is about a string, and Y field is about norsing, We have to correct. We have to give a name here. X field, Y field. X field is a string, Y field is norsing. Here we can also check the geographic coordinate system of the data. So I'm going to click here, edit, on edit. Then here, there are different types of choices. Adenine UTM, Zone 37 North, WGS 1984, Geographic Coordinate System, Projected Coordinate System, and the like. I select WGS 1984 for this tutorial. Let me I said add. Okay. It says the table doesn't have object ID, no matter. I said okay. Look, I am already added the data. But it is not visible here. It is not displayed here. The problem is I am going to bring that right click on field data, right click. When such things happen, easily we have to right click on the data we added and go to zoom to layer. Zoom to layer means bring to the display format. Here, look, this is, you can imagine this is stadium data. This is stadium topographic or survey field data collected. This is the stadium data. So this is a field survey data. Is first we pass through very important three things to do this. The first one, we have to have the survey data or topo data, unless we have to collect topo data or survey data from our study area, unless we will get this data from different surveys or from different databases. This is the first one. The second one, this data should be, for example, our data is, as I told you earlier, this is our field data. This is our field data we collect or we have taken from different sources. So the second very important point you have to always remember is how to save this topo data or survey data, which is preferable or which is acceptable by GIS software, which is only X and Y or northing and easting value of this all data is saved by CSV command delimited. So as we had seen earlier, we saved data, field data one. So the next is how to generate such data. To the GIS is the third important point and the final one for this tutorial. So we can add in two ways. First, we can click here on the add sign, and here, for example, here we will get here, or we can bring from our source of our data is saved. Or the second, and which is very important for this tutorial, is we going to open file, then go to add data, Then again go to add XY data. This is very important. For me, it's better if you follow this step. File, add data, then add XY data here. So we can select from our folder or from where we saved our data. Our case, this is our data. This is our data. This is our data. This is our data. So our today's lesson is like this. I come here in front of you. I come back here to show you this how to add data based on your comments. Most of you asked me this question, how we can generate field data to GIS, how we can add, how we can generate, or how we can export field data or topo data to GIS software is your question. This is my answer. This is my answer. So please follow carefully. Invite your friends, colleagues, partners, and other learners. Encourage them to join my YouTube called Power of Education, prepared only by Abidji Asafa. So please follow my tutorials. Give me again comments, such constructive comments, questions, and the like. For frankly speaking, I am always trying to answer your question. I try to give feedback to your comment, your question, and the like. I appreciate all of you. Plus, I feel good. I feel very very interesting feeling because most of you daily follow my video tutorial and comment my video. That is very constructive, very important comments. I like your comments. I appreciate your comment, your suggestion. So please continue giving me such constructive comments and the likes. Again, if you have any question related to GIS, please write your question under the YouTube of the comment writing place, on comment writing place, on comment writing place. Our today's lesson is like this. I said thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Bye.